Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Proof of My Existence podcast. This is Stephen, and in this episode, let's cover the big, beautiful bill. It was so ugly that North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis announced he wouldn't seek re-election behind it and was roasted by Donald Trump. What is in this bill, and what are its negative impacts? Let's discuss. The Big Beautiful Bill explained. The Big Beautiful Bill signed in 2025 is marketed as a once-in-a-generation tax overhaul meant to supercharge the middle class. Headlines highlight permanent rate cuts for individuals and corporations, richer child tax credits, expanded opportunity zones, and new Medicaid safeguards for pregnant women, children, seniors, and people with disabilities. Backers predict fatter paychecks, resurgent U.S. manufacturing, and a historic wave of private investment. Yet, the fine print tells a more complicated and, for many, painful story. To pay for the cuts, the law removes hundreds of billions of dollars from social programs. Medicaid, deep trims will leave an estimated millions without coverage, threatening access to doctors, prescription drugs, and long-term care for the poorest, the elderly, and the disabled. Food assistance. Reductions to SNAP and related initiatives will tighten eligibility and lower benefits, raising the risk of hunger and childhood malnutrition. Higher education and immigrant services. Grants, work-study, and legal aid funds shrink, limiting mobility for low-income students and newly arrived families. The environment fares no better. Clean energy tax credits, efficiency rebates, and community cleanup grants vanish. Communities must lean harder on fossil fuels, driving up utility bills and pumping more CO2, particulates, and toxic runoff into already overburdened neighborhoods. Process critics add another layer of concern. The bill sped through committee with abbreviated hearings and overnight amendments, giving the public and many lawmakers little time to vet 1,200 pages of dense policy. Watchdogs warn that such haste erodes democratic accountability. Who really wins? Independent economists conclude that the largest permanent dollar gains accrue to top earners, large multinationals, and private equity investors, groups that least need relief. Meanwhile, the offsetting cuts fall squarely on populations with the fewest resources to absorb them, widening an already yawning wealth gap. Bottom line. For all its lofty promises, the Big Beautiful Bill's legacy may be remembered less for growth than for millions dropped from Medicaid rolls, thinner grocery budgets for working families, stalled progress on climate and public health, higher household energy costs, and a fresh tilt of the tax code toward the richest Americans. The Big Beautiful Bill is a prime reminder that the details buried in policy can redraw the map of everyday life. Thanks for listening to the Proof of My Existence podcast, and be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.